Hello, it's Lara Joe. Come on in. Let me know how it goes. You know how you're feeling? I'm feeling spicy. I woke up and chose violence today. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. Oh, besides, I'm really freaking tired. I was up too early this morning, and then I was in the astral realm doing some work there. Okay, so on the bottom of the swords, on the bottom of the deck before we start, we have 7 of Swords. So deception, betrayal, heartbreak, people playing in your face, which is definitely something I had today, experienced today. So let's see what the cards have to say today. The world. We are closing out those chapters. We're closing out those hard cycles. Yes, I didn't know more. The whole world is in our hands. 4 of Cups. We've been feeling like we need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our emotions, keep our cups close. 4 of Cups is kind of that lack mentality, or that like we feel like all is lost. And that's okay. That's our emotions. And sometimes you need to take and rest. 2 of Cups, having to deal with love, unity, people we thought we were going to be with long term. Get that? Okay. All right. So some other cards going on. Okay. Okay. Temperance. So Temperance is Sagittarius energy. It's fiery. It's needing to find balance and patience in our life. 8 of Pentacles. We've been sowing those financial seeds. We've been trying to build our financial stability and needing to step away from that maybe for a moment, because when our love life is out of balance, sometimes our pentacles are out of balance. 8 of Cups. This is having done all of the emotional work that you can and needing to just say, you know what, I have to walk away from this. Good, bad, or otherwise, I have to walk away. And 10 of Wands, carrying those heavy burdens on your back that you don't need to be carrying. For me, this kind of looks like a grown-up Caillou, which I don't know if you have kids or you know who Caillou is, but Caillou, man. So putting down those heavy burdens and saying, you know what, I can't carry this anymore. It's too much for me. It's too much passion, too much fire, too much weight. It's breaking my back. Ace of Cups. Once you set those down, you will get love offer. Like the love offer. So decide when enough is enough. Financially, mentally, emotionally. When the burdens have become too big, say, you know what, I can't do it anymore. Close out those chapters and you bring in love. So it's beautiful. Let's see what other information we have. Okay, the Fool, going out on our own adventure, chasing the white rabbit down the hole and saying like, you know what, I don't know what this was, but I can't keep doing it anymore. 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. Like everybody's inside having a good time except you and your little dog. You're left out in the cold. So say, you know what, we're not going to do that anymore. It's coming to the point and saying, I don't know what's out in I don't know what's out there, but it's better than whatever I'm dealing with in here. And then the Magician, you have all of the elements. You have earth, water, fire, air, and yourself, which makes all of the elements to create the life that you want the most. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. You'll be bringing your pentacles, your finances into balance. Finding that delicate, finite balance between the two. All right. I'm going to put some information in the chat. I am Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. I'll put my booking information or my website information in case you want to book a service that way. And I'll also put my my Cash App in the chat. I'll put those cards back in. We're going to do another quick shuffle through. If I look really tired, it's because I am really tired. It was a long night. It was a long morning. And then I had to interact with someone who I didn't necessarily... I expected to see them, and yet when I saw them, it was just like... I was already having a rough day, and then I saw this person, and he had the experience of knowing why I'm the Queen of Swords and cut people off and have a sharp tongue. And I don't feel spectacular about that, except for you were warned not to do what you did, and then you did it. And I don't give idle threats. Like, I literally was like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And then when the sword actually fell, they were like shocked, like, oh my gosh, how could you? No, man, you were warned. Warning comes before destruction. And you didn't want to listen. You thought you were playing, or that was your mom. I was always going to love you. I'm not your mom. I'm not Whitney Houston. I won't always love you. Especially if you hurt me, I won't always love you. You hurt me, and I'm gonna show you why that was a bad idea. Okay. King of Swords. I love how I talk about Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So this is my counterpart. My counterpart, or the masculine in me, is very sharp, biting, cutting, and I don't know, it's decisive. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, putting us in that financial bind, that imbalance, like we don't know which seed we want to sow. Having to be decisive about that. And then Four of Cups, leaving us out emotionally, feeling like we're all out on our own. So, yeah, that's never a good place to be. Alright. Just keep wanting to flip out like the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we have counterparts. So that can be the masculine and or the feminine within us, or that can be a couple, like a power couple that's like, okay, we use logic, reason, discernment to get through this. That was the gist of my encounter with my person today, was I had to logically do what was right. Three of Wands, being left in that imbalance, like our stability is imbalanced, our passions are not being put to best use, so we have to move along. Or Three of Swords can talk about, I'm going to take that as that can be like multiple wands when there should be only one. A magician, alchemizing, bringing in what we want, what we need. We have all of the elements. Magician is a beautiful energy, like a beautiful masculine energy, and saying, you know what, I'm going to manifest everything that I want, even if it means it's out of thin air. Alright, and then Five of Cups. We've been left out emotionally, bereft, except for we still have two cups that are still upright, so all is not lost. It's just saying, this needs to change. This isn't filling my cup, and this needs to change. So. Okay. So sleepy right now. Judgment. Judgment had to be called. It has to be balanced. I love that this is Anubis. So Anubis, weighing our heart against a feather. Like, did we act accordingly? Was it a balanced reaction to the situation? All right. Ace of Wands, bringing in that new opportunity, that new spark, that new flame. And then High Priestess. So High Priestess is the counterpart to the Magician. So I love that there's counterpart energy. The High Priestess, or the Hierophant's kind of also the counterpart to the High Priestess, but High Priestess and Magician, or High Priestess and Hierophant. This is a bad bitch. She has everything she wants, needs, desires. So a lot of heavy Libra balancing energy between the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and Judgment. And I love that for us. I don't know about for you, for me. I've been dealing with situations that have left me out in the cold, lacking the finances, carrying other people's burdens, and finally saying, you know what, no more. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. That wheel is spinning in our favor. I have a feeling this is like the calm before the storm. Which I gotta watch what my mouth says, because watch your mouth. Watch what you say. I am very much like a manifester, so when I speak on it, it comes out right after 4 of Cups. Just taking solitude. Saying, you know what? It's okay to sit alone. It is okay to sit alone. I've had to do a lot of that in the last few years, being okay being alone, which I was okay being alone before, but especially in the last few years, it's like, you know what, I'll just sit over here. 3 of Cups. There have been third-party situations, interference, too many people. Too many people. Normally the 3 of Cups is celebration, but in this case it's been leaving us out in the cold because too many people have their hands in this situation, and that's changing. The wheel is changing. It's changing in our favor. You have to be willing to say, you know what, no more. Okay. Ace of Swords, using logic, discernment, cutting through anything that is not for you. Cutting through any situation that is not filling your cup and just leaving you feeling parched or sleepy or left out in the cold or imbalanced. The sun will come out tomorrow. It's all gonna work out in your favor. It's always working out in your favor. That is a mantra we can be saying to ourselves. It's always working out for my highest good. Fake it till you make it if you have to. I know sometimes I have a really hard time saying that, especially when 7 of Swords, the betrayals, the heartbreaks, the lies, other people playing where they shouldn't be playing. Alright, those all flipped over. We aren't taking all those. Okay. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. So 5 of Swords was down here because it's betrayals, heartbreaks. It has to change. And for confirmation without death or ending, we have to start a new cycle. We have to say, you know what? It's fine that you're over there doing that, but I don't have to. I don't want to. All right. I need to take a sip of water for a minute. I am Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. Should you wish to book a reading, that can always be done through SirenSonglover.in. Should you wish to donate to my ministry, it's greatly appreciated. That's how I feed myself. I have been really super low energy because, no money. That was part of the fight today, was that somebody asked me how I was doing, but this was someone who has put me in a financially disadvantage. And how are you doing? And I'm like, Wrong person to ask today. Especially when I don't have money. Fucking eat. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Put your finger on it. And then hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Sometimes you do have to take a little vacation to be able to deal with what's about to come forward. I have to pick that up before one of the animals decides that they want to eat it for me. Because they like to do that. I have a kitty that loves to eat cards that are left on the floor. I'm like, oh, lion, time to act. My misfortunate adventure today included a Leo, which, yeah, time to act. With that situation, I can bite my tongue all I want, but I had to say something very cutting today, so I don't know. Okay. September. The seeds we've been planting in September are the things we started putting in action in September. It's time to act on them. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Those seeds we've been planting, we're getting ahead slowly but surely. That's actually funny for me. The Leo that I had an interaction with, we ended right after September, right in the middle of September, and I had been sitting idle on that for so long, and then today it just kind of came out. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. So like the tortoise, slow and steady, and you will persevere. Gavel, involvement with the law. Okay, let's see what the clarifier is on involvement with the law. And gavel. Let's see if I can get a clarifier on my situation with involvement in the law from September. Oh. Alright. Got a few cards. Oh, hello. Hello. Is your friend coming in? Is that what you're trying to tell me, little love? Okay, come on. Cotreras just got really close, so. Okay. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay. Mice, discord among friends or family. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. And success. Okay, so we are in a tricky situation, and yes, people are feeling some sort of way, but you need to handle it carefully, slow and steady. This is stuff that, like I say, may have been going on since September. Could involve the law. Just be cognizant and careful. Hi, beauty queen. Hi, beauty queen. She just made deep eye contact with me. I'm gonna drop this down. We'll see if we can have a little bit of Alcatraz time. Hi, queen. Or just get her tail. Or just get the business end, because she likes to do that. Okay, are you gonna come up or not? Okay. Let's see, on the bottom, parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. That's never a good feeling. Okay. And you know what? If they're gossiping, like, please let me know what the tea is. I want to know how. Hey, come on, get down. Get down. Come on, Abel. Oh. Got a little jealousy going on here. Which happens. Hey, girl. Okay. One chest muscle got really close, so course, the other chest must have had to, too. Okay, parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay. Well. That was on the bottom, and then ended up somehow on the bottom again. Even though I know, like, it shuffled back in. So let's see. Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. Alright. We're going to be having success in whatever problems are, and that's beautiful, too. Leg. Stepping into a new experience. Oh, I need a new tripod so that she can't do this quite so easily as she does. She loves to be my camera woman and adjust the angles for me. So, queen. Okay, Kane, pay attention to your health. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself in this moment. Breathe, rest, drink water, meditate. Grounding, 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 and more grounding. Okay. Okay. Hat, you will be playing a different role. And broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Okay. So your wish will not be granted, but that's okay because you're going to be putting on a different hat. You're going to be trying out a new role, and that's okay too. Let's see where she went. Oh. All right. So broken wishbone. That wish will not be granted, and that's okay too. All right. Where are you going, girl? Okay. Makes it very challenging to try and do readings. She's a hands-on kind of girl. Very jealous. Younger woman. Dealings or relationships with a younger woman. Alright, let's see what else. We'll start. We'll move in some layers. Although, okay, so on TikTok, they have like some weird restrictions where today, or like in my last few videos, they've been flagging stuff where it says like tobacco use or whatever, and there's no tobacco use. And then, or because I was wearing a tank top and they're like, this is too sexual, we're restricting it. And I'm like, for wearing a tank top? Be so fucking for real. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Okay. And then, Kane, pay attention to your health. Okay. Let's see. What else? Okay. Alright. Let's see what these three cards have to say for us. Love it. 4-leaf clover. Oh, I got 4. Okay. 4-leaf clover, great or good fortune. Peacock, beware of great pride. Don't be prideful. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. And target, a goal-oriented person. So the targets you've been aiming at, they're coming forward. From the things you've been doing in the past, yeah. Just be careful of those with ego and pride that want to step on your hide. I don't know. I'm a poet and don't even know it. Okay, I'm really sippy. It's been a really long fucking day. And that's life, but I'm tired of those really long days. Alright. Dog barking, advice from a friend. And Vine, seek out information that will help you. A two-faced friend. Make sure that that friend that you're getting advice from, they have your best interest at heart. Bread. Period of prosperity and abundance. Beautiful. Okay. Well, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Don't let them back you into a corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Ready for the masculine that tells me that nobody puts baby in a corner. Improves it. Then, romance celebration party. Well, be careful what I wish for. Alright, let's see what else. Ooh, okay. Lightning, control your anger, you will be sorry. Yes. Watch what you're doing. Once broken, you can't take it back. Crown, honor, and respect will come to you soon. So be careful with your temper, because honor and respect are coming to you. Okay, man, dealings or relationships with a man, and grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. So whether you're male or female, be careful with that temper, because, well, first off, love's coming in. Second off, like, you want to make sure that you're delicately handling things. Maybe that's what today was for me, is I had a temper. I tried to be as gentle as possible. And then I said what I needed to say, but I feel like that was kind of like closing out those chapters. That was, for me, a chapter that had closed partially in September, and I've been holding on to a lot of anger about the situation. And today was kind of like I spoke my mind. I was as gentle as I possibly could be. There was more that I could have said, a lot more, and yet I kept it as tight-lipped as possible. So, broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And then tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Yeah. Well, that's what today has been about for me. As I hear the ops rev up to go by. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. I love how some of the shit that I'm talking about is like coming out right as we're talking about it. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. That was definitely applicable today. For me, personally. I don't know about you guys. If it resonates, drop a yes. If I'm speaking your story, drop a yes. Or some money. That's always great too. Yeah. Hey, Queen. Maybe I remember. Yeah. Cat, a two-faced friend. Yeah. That's what I think the situation was today, is the person I interact with, I'm pretty sure they were playing me, but then they tried to play the victim, and I'm like, your words and your actions don't align. Alright, let's see. Besides, I was just talking to the cat. I was eyeballing her and saying hello. She's giving me the stink eye. Okay. Funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Okay. I'm like trying to figure out why I'm yawning so hard, yet we just had daylight savings time change the other day, And that always messes with me, mind, body, soul. So, okay. Alright. Let's see. Go into this. Not really, just which deck it was. I'll go into this deck. Okay, so messages of cosmic oracle cards. We'll pull from here just a little bit. Okay, let's see. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. You must forgive if you want to do. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Okay? So if you want to be free, you must forgive. That's a message for me. Remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. It's okay to feel happy when other people are sad. It's okay to feel happy when other people aren't happy. You need to be happy first. Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Who needs your love right now? And then make time to play. Have fun. Be free. Love that. Okay. It's okay. Sometimes you're the one that needs your love the most. I really feel like that's for me right now. Like, I need my own love. I need to fill my cup. Bet on yourself. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. Bet on yourself. If no one else believes in you, it doesn't matter. You believe in you. Okay? You could use some self-care time. Like now. Schedule it in. Take care of you. You're betting on you. That's me right now. Stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them. You do. I mean, I'm here as like confirmation, but you already know the answers that you need to do or what you want. I just can help say yes or no, like as guidance, but ultimately you have to tap into you to decide what makes you happy. And then stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. Ouch. Ouch. Card's got hands today. I know. I'm not doing. someone is in need of your love, offer it to them. Okay, initials I got were S, Y, V, and B. Someone is in need of your love, offer it to them. We're just chit-chatting and pulling some cards. I was talking about how I was savage bitch earlier today, which doesn't make me feel great yet. I had to play Queen of Swords today, and I don't love that. How was your day? How was your interview? We're not going to talk politics, but I had to be a savage bitch like Queen of Swords today. And instead, it's make time to play, have fun, be free. The card like someone needs your love, offer it to them, keeps coming out, and like the one person that comes into mind is the person I had an interaction with today, but it's also one of those things that's like I had to close that chapter for everyone's interest. I don't know. Stop pushing against what is, align with it, and move on. Stop pushing against what is, align with it, and move on. Okay. I'm glad you think it went well. How long will it take for you to hear? A little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. And check in with your body and release any tension you are carrying. I get it. You and I have had a conversation about that. You know, sometimes what we need to give up in order to not feel is depressed. Someone is in need of your love, offer it to them. Someone is in need of your love, offer it to them. Okay, let's see if any other cards come out, and then I think I'm going to change decks, because I about had all I can handle with that stinking card coming out again. Hello, Jeffrey the Seer. How are you, love? Let me see this one. Oh, okay. Well, that was a lot of cards, but you're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. I'm going to say, Jeffrey this year, that's for you, sir. And then let's see what else came out. Remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. It's okay to be happy. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Okay, so these all, are repeaters. Those are repeaters that came out after putting them back in. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? And then maybe this is the card for me right here. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. Okay. Shit. We're gonna get out of there for a minute. I can't do any more of that right now. Oh, okay. Hopefully if you guys were getting out to vote, you got out to vote safely. You didn't have any misadventures. They had to evacuate a few of the voting polls here they had to evacuate like 2 of the voting polls here because of threats. And the sad thing is that they were in like the metropolis area, and I was like, they're in areas where it's like it's incredibly disadvantageous for the people that need to vote there to have that happen. And that made me sad because it was like, that's bad. That's bad. And hopefully they'll get that squared away. Okay. Alright. I feel like Beavis and Butthead, like, I am the great Cornholio. I need the beer from my big hole. No. Okay. Apparently my critics didn't like that either, so I'd like to see you do better. Alright. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna go into the Phantom Wise deck. See what info we need out of here. Feeling very sleepy. Alright. Justice will be served. So heavy Libra energy. The karmic balance has got to be balanced. Okay. This is having to do with Queen of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Chariot energy. So Queen of Wands typically is like, so it could be either you or them. Queen of Wands is like passionate, fiery, has what she wants, but sometimes can be flash temperature. I was going to say temper. Chariot, that's rapid forward moving motion. So you could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Typically a Cancer chariot is. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is cutting out. Like, this can also be kind of like that petty, immature, like, mind game energy. Let's not. And then the Empress. So the Empress is like, we've been in that, we need to bring in justice when we're dealing with our situations. The Empress is like, you want to move out of Queen of Wands and sit in your Empress. And this is Pisces energy. Empress is like fertility. We're bringing in everything we want. We're birthing new life. We have great possibilities, great opportunities. Our life is good. So we have to move out of Queen of Wands and into Empress. Use that swift, decisive forward motion of Chariot to bring forth what you want. King of Swords. King of Swords is a masculine, typically counterpart can be air sign. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And he has that cutting, like, I know what I want. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. Alright. Okay, 10 of Wands. Putting down those burdens. Let it go. It's breaking your back. Let it go. Anything holding you back, let it go. Okay. We're going to look at 10 of Wands like those are obligations or like commitments we've made in the past and saying, you know what, that's not for me anymore. Because I don't want to carry what they have going on. 3 of Pentacles, our money. Pentacles, 3. Imbalanced. It's been imbalanced. Yeah, so those burdens you've been carrying, say, Davy, it's putting you in a financial bind. It's imbalancing. So let's not do that. No mas. No mas. Okay, so Empress is Pisces. We had Chariot for Cancer. Let's see what other water sign comes out here. Because we got water. We have some air, especially with Justice and King of Swords. And then we got Cancer and Pisces for kind of feminine energies, along with the Queen of Wands. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's fire. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. It's making our pentacles imbalanced, though. So put down those burdens. Put it down. It's making your... No. I don't know what else to say about that. Okay. Oh, okay. We got a bunch there. Five of Pentacles. We've been left out in the cold by everybody that said that they would help us, that they would love us. And saying, you know what? Yeah, it's cool. You're inside hanging out, but my dog and I are left out in the cold. No, thank you. Ooh, okay. So 5 of Wands. This is fighting over passion. So lots of passion, lots of fire energy, like flame, like heat. 5 of Wands. We've been fighting. No more. 9 of Wands, saying I can't anymore. So 5 is change. We have to enact change. 9 being the completion of the cycle. 10 actually saying, or like even mentally completion of the cycle. And 10 actually saying, you know what? This is too heavy. I can't anymore. So change the pattern. Get out of the cycle. Because then, Ace of Pentacles. We're bringing in that financial abundance. We're bringing in that wealth, that stability, that happiness. I guess the biggest thing that like I've learned and I would impart is that when you're having a hard time, look around and see who gave you an even harder time. Like when you're at your lowest, who is there to help you rebuild? It was something I had to say to one of my cousins because, well, a few of my cousins, when they're like, we didn't know you were having a hard time. I'm like, no, you knew. But I was always going to rebuild. I just looked around to see who was making that foundation even more unstable while I was already having a hard time and who picked up a brick to help. And newsflash, no one helped to pick up the foundation and help me rebuild. They all jumped ship. So when I've got my Ace of Pentacles, when I know life is good, I also know who not to invite to my table. Like the people that gave me a hard time when I was already having a hard time don't get an invite to dinner because they didn't help set the table. So, you know, I guess that is the beauty of falling on hard times, is you really realize like who's for you and who's against you. And I hate to say against you, yet if they stood over there in a group and watched you struggle and yacked or like perpetuated it, no, you can sit at that table. No mas, no thank you. Okay, 10 of Wands. Again, who is putting more burdens on your back and who is actually helping you get on track? If no one is helping you get on track, well, my friend, you know who not to eat dinner with. I've done that so much in the last, well, I mean, pretty well my whole life. I've always been comfortable eating dinner alone. But especially in the last few years, as things have gotten really hard, I'm like, I want you to eat, just not at my table. So I would rather eat alone than eat with people that are disrespectful, robbing me of my sanity, robbing me of my resources, my peace. Like, yeah. So, 2 of Swords. Stalemate, having to make the tough decision, saying, I can't do this anymore with these people, and saying, I'm out. The Moon. Okay, so again, Piscean energy. So the Moon, there's been secrets, which, like, I know in my case, there's been lots of secrets, so I don't, yeah. And that's the other, if I can't trust you, I have, like, 4 pillars on, okay, King of Wands, fiery, passionate, wand play. I was just about to talk about this right here. So I love that King of Wands came out for me for confirmation. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine, or a feminine and their masculine energy. So like my I have some ground rules, but like when I'm judging a person, I have 4 things that I'm like, if I can't trust you around my kids, my man, my food, or my money, you're not welcome within my walls. Like if I turn my back and I can't trust that you won't tamper with my food, we don't have any business here. If I can't trust that you won't like watch over and take care of my kids, you're not welcome to be in my life. My man. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And my money. This is a double. I also don't trust, like, if there's a man that I can't trust when my man's not in the room, they're not welcome in my environment either. An example of this was, I had best friends, so this happened decades ago, but best friends, who the one best friend pinned the other best friend's husband. They were just dating at the time, but the one best friend pinned the other best friend's man against a wall while that one was out in the, like, going to the bathroom. It was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't trust her near my man if she's willing to do that to my best friend. I also had this with one of my ex's friends, actually 2 of my ex's friends at least, where he was downstairs making drinks or something, and I was alone with them while we were playing pool, and both of these men tried to hit on me. And I was like, if they're willing to hit on me in my own home when my husband's around, I don't want to hang out with them, nor would I want them around my husband, because if they're willing to hit on me, what the fuck would happen when my husband stepped out of the room? But also though, and this is funny that this came up today, because this chick actually is a problem for me. So there was one of our former neighbors, I did not trust her around my ex at all. And I was trying to have like spicy time night with him, and she would not take the hint and leave. But he had gone over to like look at her car, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable with you being around her. And I wasn't wrong. Of course, this is where it gets like the web gets really deep, right? I've had a lot of conspiracy, like a lot of shit unravel and dealing with corruption today. And this chick worked for a medical office that I once was a patient at one point, and I actually applied for a job there for a mammography job, and then got turned down. Like, they offered me the job, and then, okay, so tricky situation, but I had a place to go live because I was in a dangerous situation and a job opportunity. And I landed, and within an hour, I lost the job opportunity and I lost the place to live, therefore stranding me again back in that dangerous situation. This was an office that she formerly worked for, the one that was also, like, I didn't feel comfortable around my ex. And even then, like, she's just nasty vibes. Well, this doctor's office did some bad shit with my medical records, too. And it all goes back to the company that my ex works for, because that was who was paying her medical insurance. Anyway, where it got slightly, because this morning I woke up like I had gotten a notification about a doctor's appointment with this office, yet I didn't have health insurance. I hadn't had health insurance for 6 months. And they said, like, thank you for visiting such and such doctor. But I was like, I hadn't been there in 6 months. Well, okay, let's go a little bit further. Said doctor's office somehow ran a DNA test on me. Except I hadn't actually been there. And this is an office that this woman works for. So there's been a lot of corruption, tomfool fuckery around me. And it's all pointing back to certain places, which gets even deeper, which is a stream I did earlier today. I talked extensively about a lot of the corruption that's going on around me. And that's been a fun little rabbit hole. But that whole doctor's office scenario with, like I say, where over a year ago I had a mystery appointment, even though I wasn't actually, still being a patient and all that. That woke me up at like 6:50 this morning, because I was like, how did I have a doctor's appointment and how did they run genetic testing on me, but they can't actually tell me anything? They had like my contact information, yet I didn't actually show up for that appointment, but tell us how we did. And then genetic testing was run on me. To add to that little conspiracy theory, I think I had a therapy appointment, which, again, the therapist that I had was one that I connected with through my ex-husband's company, because that's who we had health insurance for. And even though I didn't have health insurance I was paying for him out of pocket. And this is where it gets slightly even more ick and more conspiracy. It was because when I talked to him about it, like, he was like, that's weird, like, gaslit me. And now I'm starting to realize, like, no, my therapist was in on all of this. It's also why my therapist couldn't testify in my custody case, because my custody case, and, he's supposed to be a mandated reporter, right? And when I brought up abuse, when I brought up misconduct, when I brought up addictions, and that was affecting work for him and our marriage and my kids and all of that, my therapist was crickets. And my lawyer, who now I realize was funded by my ex-husband's company also, told me, you can't have anybody testify on your behalf for your mental health or your kids' mental health. Wait, so lawyers, therapists, school officials, they're all supposed to be mandated reporters. Yet these are all paid for by his company. And yet they won't speak on abuse? Anywho, I've got recordings of my lawyer telling me that I wasn't allowed to have mental health professionals testify in a case against a man who perpetuated abuse against my children and I. So the corporation and greed goes deep. There's a whole bunch of other stuff to that too. But anyhow. Yeah. So if I can't trust you, again, around my kids, it isn't. Because do you know whose mental health they called into question? And who would have been able to testify in regards to my mental health? And my lawyer barred that every fucking time? Oh, yeah. They're all homeboys. You know what took offense to me, though, is that I had all these older men who didn't have, or they had children, right? But they wouldn't, I had all these older men deciding the fate for teenage girls and I. So I'm sorry, I know this is going to sound just whatever, but if you don't have a uterus, you don't get to have a huge say in what happens to my children and I. Yet it was men that decided the fate of my daughters and I. Men who were not interested in hearing about, and my lawyer admitted to me, he's like, yeah, I'm a narcissist. I was like, so wait, I have all these fucking narcissistic men deciding the fate for women. Yeah, I have a big problem with that. And then, like I say, they also wouldn't allow anyone in the mental health field testify for my children and I. And so they that was a whole humiliation ritual by the Good Old Boys Club. That was a total Masonic cult humiliation ritual. I mean, I ate them up for fucking dinner. They were embarrassed, as well they fucking should be. But that being said, they dragged my name through the mud. They dragged my mental health through the mud. And then when my lawyer tried to mention my daughter, because they did briefly try to mention this, but my child had been hospitalized multiple times for self-harm and bigger situations, yet that was not allowed to be brought into the courtroom, yet my mental health was. And I was the only, because I asked for them to have mental health treatments, like evaluations. I asked for them to have psych, like, therapy appointments. Those were all things that I did out of pocket, paid for by myself. Out of pocket, with no insurance, no income, paid for that all out of pocket. They refused at every turn. And my children had been hospitalized for self-harm and ideation. Yet my mental health was drug into court when I was getting treatment. Yet my kids were barred from getting treatment, denied ever getting treatment, and refused, and they wouldn't look at that part of that case. So that's where it becomes a problem. You can crucify me, yet I'm actually out here trying to advocate for my children. And that's not just like a one time, like all the time I've been trying to advocate for my children. And every time I've talked to the lawyers and every time we've gone to court, it's always, I want my kids to have an eval. I want him to have an eval. I want them to have therapy because we just went through a really traumatic situation and denied every time. I'm sorry. As a mom, I want my kids to be okay, and denying my kids mental health help because of this. Yeah, but they won't address it. Of course, it's all greed. It's all money. And they thought by taking my kids that they would destroy me, which I don't know. I'm a lot stronger than people realize. So they've literally taken fucking everything from me, and I still tell them to fuck off because it's in me, not on me. You can take everything from me and I will get it back every fucking time. Anywho. I'm very upset with the legal system and everything in this whole entire country because they aren't advocating for the best interests of the children. They're continually making the children be around abuse. And I actually, when we were in court in May, the day my mom died, because we had court the day my mom died, I found out we had court at 10:30, and I found out at 10:35 my mom was dead. And they refused to negotiate on my kids, again, having mental health treatment. Because I was like, I would feel different about this whole scenario if we had mental health treatment providers laying eyes on my kids. Different story. And denied every time. And I have documentation, like, where I've been asking for that. It's gone into court. I've asked for it. When we went to mediation, I asked for it. When we went through the divorce, I asked for it. So it isn't like I'm over here. It's literally like, also because those 6 times that my kid was in the hospital, and the 7th time, I was the one that had to hold her. I was the one that had to do all the therapy appointments. Therapy appointments that while I was taking my kid to therapy, her dad was out paying for hotel rooms, paying for alcohol, paying for dinner, taking his bitches to movies, yet he was so pressed for money. So wait, while I'm holding our kid because our kid's suicidal, you're out, and I didn't find out about all of this until way after the fact because he was the one that held all the finances, so I didn't get to see all that. Yet, so wait, you were punishing me, you were punishing our daughters. I was the one who was addressing the mental health while you were out holding other women. Yet this is who's allowed to have our kids. Yeah. Anyway, okay, I know that was a long little rant on that stupid bullshit, but this whole situation is just, I need a vacation. I need a vacation. And some fucking money and some flowers. I need flowers. Okay, let's see. The lovers. Well, as I speak, as I live and breathe, and I ask for love, the lovers. So that's counterparts, that's soulmates, that's your other half. Which isn't that guy, apparently. Alright, let's see. Six of Cups, we do have to, well, maybe it is past. Six of Cups is looking at the past emotions, balancing, saying, okay, this is what I want, this isn't what I want. And being able to, so the Lovers is number 6 and Six of Cups. That's all love. And like I say, soulmates, contracts. Oh, excuse me. And maybe hopping out pretty soon. And maybe time for the day. Yeah. Okay. The High Priestess. Love it. Okay, High Priestess. It's having everything we want, need, desire, being the alchemist in our own life. So, okay. I'm actually going to take like a 3-minute break. I'll be right back. Maybe not quite 3 minutes, but I'll try to keep it to that. So give me just a few moments. I'll be back. And hang tight. Hold on. Okay. Okay, you know what's funny? Say Davey, about the men that tried to hit on me while my ex was downstairs. When I mentioned it to my ex, he got mad at me and then kept them around and punished me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you punishing me? For your homeboy. Like, your homeboy needs to find a new place to hang out. Not in our home. So, yeah. Just, relationships are so fucked right now. And the one dad who was his friend, he was a neighbor of ours, and he gave me googly eyes. And the mom and the daughter were super mean to me, and I was like, I could ruin so many families right now. I didn't, though, because it's not worth it. I did see the mama and the daughter recently, though, and they are not looking real good. They're looking real karmic, and I'm like, well, you guys shouldn't have been mean. Play nice. I'm not the one to bully. Bullying me is going to end you in a really bad place. They bullied my kid, too. You can bully me. You bully my kid. We're going to have a problem. Anywho. All right. Ace of Wand, we're bringing in those new ideas, those passions that, like, we're getting the stuff. All right. Let's see. What else? 9 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. So 9 of Wands, we are putting down errands that are not for us. 2 of Pentacles, we're bringing it all into balance. And Queen of Cups, sitting in that emotional fulfillment, happiness. And that can be Cancer, Libra, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Feminine. So, yeah. Okay, let's see if there's anything else in here. Judgment. Everybody that's been playing around too hard is being placed under judgment. Anubis, weighing our heart against a feather to see if the purity check is right. And it's not even so much like you don't have to be super pure. It's like, did you react justly according to the situation that you had in hand? King of Swords. Using that judgment. So I love 2 heavy Libra, which means Zyra is probably right around the corner. I bet you Zyra pops in soon if he's not already in. So Judgment, Libra, King of Swords, Libra, using that discernment, that logic. On the bottom, King of Cups. So sitting in those embodiment of balanced emotions. Using your swords, using your emotions, deciding which way you want to go. All right. Let's see. Or maybe that's judgment being called on the King of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay. The 3 of Wands. Anything that's left us just kind of out of sorts. Our passions in balance, not building in the right direction. All right. 2 many wands. 2 many wands. That's my... that was my problem. Too many people coming at me. Trying to act funny. No, thank you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hey. Abel. Don't be a bully. Give her freedom. Give her space. Thank you. Okay. I had to let my Queen of Swords get a head start before Abel decided he wanted to pounce on her. He's a bully with her, which is what that is. Okay. decide which deck I want next. I'm kind of thinking it might be time for me to call it. I'm thinking about what I want to do next for the evening. I have a risky idea. I just don't know if I want to do it or not. Do I take that risk? Do I chance life and limb tonight? Which there may be some action. Well, I know there's truth to that, but I don't know. Sometimes I like to walk on the wild side. Shoulders are hard. Even X-raying shoulders were hard. All right, so we're going to pull just from the True Emotional Oracle deck. We'll see what there is in here. See if there's anything in here. So on the bottom it says romance already, but let's see what we got. I am Larry Joe, SirenSong lover. Should you wish to donate to my ministry, please do. I'm a broke bitch. I need food. I need nicotine to be able to survive, to be able to read for you guys. I know that sounds like such a crutch, yet it's my crutch. It is. Anyway, so if you can donate to my ministry, SirenSong lover, Siren capital S, Song capital S, lover capital L. Let's see. What else besides romance on the bottom of the deck? What do we need to know about romance? Ra 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 ma ma, ga ga ooh la la. No. Which I saw somebody break that down. They're like, in Russian, that would be like if Lady Gaga were to thank Beyonce, it would sound like that line from Bad Romance. So, well, that's turned out, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why Beyonce let Lady Gaga live, because she thanked her for... she thanked her. All right. Feelings. Oh. Feelings. What feelings are you having right now about romance? And or are you working on your side hustle right now? Like, that's me right now. Like, people are romantically interested, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I got money to make. I don't want to be catching flights over feelings. That's truly what I want to be doing. I actually did have somebody try to hit on me on, like, Facebook the other day, and I was like, yeah, I'd rather be catching flights over feelings. Like, let me get my bag. You don't have it for me. All right. Let's see. Okay. Divine Feminine. Yep. I'm sitting in my Divine Feminine, my goddess energy, which means a lot of people are interested. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Unless you have a good offer, we don't. That was the man I ran into today. And it was like, it was just a situation, and he said something. I was like, you drained from me. All you did was you were a burden on me. And what I needed you to be was helpful and helping and be a protector, provider, and a leader. And all you did was put me in detriment. So that's why flights over feelings and side hustle, because I'm like, you were asked to come in and be helpful. And actually being with you put me in a horrifying spot. Like, being with him actually got me completely where I am, because he didn't come in and provide anything for me other than debt. And I'm like, but then he wants to say how, like, I'm the asshole for leaving him. No, man, you and your family, him and his family both put me in a detrimental situation. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, let's see. What else? Happily single, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career focus. Yep, that's how the Divine Feminines are right now, honestly. Like, we are happily single. We're doing our own thing. We're not giving two fucks about other people and what they're doing. And honestly, it's kind of a good feeling. Let's see. Love spell. There have been some love spells they've been trying to throw at us, and it's like, yeah, no, bye-bye. It'll be their funeral. They shouldn't have fucked around. Bad credit, debt, unemployment. That's what happens when you do love spells on someone. It puts you in debt, makes you unemployed, it fucks up your credit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, let's see what those are. Losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you. So this feels like the masculines that have been fucking us over and not happy for confirmation. I have had a lot of men try and do some love spells on me, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not, no. Don't disturb my peace, because all you have in your life is chaos. Spiritual, chaos, ego death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I've got about 2 more minutes of being in, and then I'm gonna hop out, guys. Okay, so there's some fake news regarding pregnancy and DNA results. Fake news. Nonsense. Alright. Apparently a coworker wanted to come up and join the reading. See what he has to say about all this. Left you hanging. No closure, no contact, left on red. Yeah. It's a dick move. And actually, I think a lot of people did leave me hanging because of fake news that they got from other people. It's like, if you really cared about me, you should have talked to me. And that's left them fucked up over this situation. That's their own bad. Yeah. I have like no fucking food in my house, and I honestly don't know how I'm going to feed my kids this weekend when they come to see me. I don't know how I'm going to feed myself the rest of the week. Like, I'm super fucking stressed. And as far as rumors, you know, I love hearing stories about myself because I'm like, I did that. Because there are so many rumors that have gone around about me, and I am actually the most boring fucking person ever. Like, I'm sitting at home, hanging out with my cat, doing tarot readings. I'm not out running the streets. I'm not out there acting a fool. I'm not doing anything illegal. Like, there are so many rumors about me. And you know what? Sometimes I actually do like to leak a little false information to see where they are getting, like where it's getting from, if that makes sense. Like sometimes I will leak information about myself, like a little bit, to see who's been spreading it. So that is some of the fun stuff too. You know when a rumor comes back and you're like, oh, okay, I see who it is. Anyway, well, and the rumors are coming from that Jezebel, that lustful, sexual, spiteful energy. It literally is jealousy. So, anyhow, and that's funny too, because if I'm not anything, why are you so jealous? And that's what that is. All right, my friends, I hope you have a good night. I will catch you later. Yeah, I am Larry Joe, SirenSong Lover. Should you wish to book a service, that can be done through SirenSongLover.in. Should you wish to donate to my ministry, which is greatly needed, greatly needed. Share the love. please. That can be done through Cash App, SirenSong Lover, capital S Siren, capital S Song, capital L Lover. I hope you guys have a good night. I'll catch you later. Bye.